Okay, so from last time, so we replaced the better model, for the Cisco router in here. So now we can more enhance, so we can take care about the IP NAT feature in here. So what that mean again? Just for example in here, right? So right now the cost rate here. So when we show IP interface brief in here, you see this is the private IP. Okay, so this is all the private IP. So we have all the private IP. But the only thing the private, and also in here, see when we show IP route, let's check the default route. See, the default route is learning from BGP. You see, from our upstream router in here, from our internet router. So that is mean if anything that you want to go out to the internet, this course within here, it should be sent to our next hub, the internet router. And then from the internet router in here, normally the traffic should be all the way go out in here, right? But the problem in here is, if for example, see if I want to ping 8.8.8.8 in here for now, impossible. You see, it's timeout. The reason why it's timeout because your source ping 8.8.8 is either from our inside private IP address, but this private IP address is not routable to the internet. Okay, so that is means, say for example, if you go to Verizon, when you in the Verizon in here, see when you show IPBGP, they don't know about this ABC, the private IP address, because most the internet router is take care is only internet IP, no private IP, right? Same thing in the Google router in here. You see, I don't see the 10.100, the private. You see, that is the reason. So that's why you is no return traffic. Got it? So now, then how we can handle it now, because, and also we already verify from our internet router, can we ping 8.8.8.8 because this router can ping the 8.8.8 just because that this router we have assigned with the one of the public IP address, right? So in here, when we show IP in the brief, you see, we have this is our 64. That's the last time I already explained. This we purchased, right? This is owned by ABC. That is our public internet router. And also, see the Google in here. When see, we already advertised that our public IP address from our internet router going out to the Verizon, and then from Verizon propagate to the Google. So that's why this router we have a return traffic, right? So that's why we have no issue to ping 8.8.8.8. So now, so only thing that we can help from our inside network go out to the internet. That's why if we have a firewall, like they have a NAT on the firewall, either Checkpoint, Parado, or ASA, Cisco ASA firewall, okay, or maybe Netgear, anything the firewall. But in this case, we don't have a firewall yet. So we're going to be just using the internet router here, the Cisco router. So can we do like IP translation, net translation? Okay. So first thing in here. So we're gonna be completely here quick. So which one the face is facing? For example, this one here. So this is the IP assigned with the private. So this is going to be inside. So now we're going to be turn it on. So we're going to use the IP NAT. So we're going to say we're going to tell this interface is going to be IP NAT inside. Hit enter. So we enable it. Okay. So now we exit out again in here. So now we're going to say F0/1. Okay, that is the IP NAT outside. Okay, so now exit out again. So now we're going to be same thing, our loopback, because we assigned the loopback for our internet router, right? So we're going to say loopback interface. We just grab that ID is here. Okay. So we hit enter. So we're going to be just say this is going to be outside, not inside. This is going to be outside, right? So say for example, if we want to use the outside because we're going to be overload everything used to overload high net, something like that. I show you. Okay, so first thing in here. So let's double check again, make sure the interface is happy, you know, with when we turn it on, enable the IP NAT, right? So we show run interface F0/0. Yeah, it's got kicked in here, IP NAT inside, and also this is the follow, and then we say show IP interface F0/1. No, just show run interface F0/1. Okay, so this is going to be outside. Okay, so now we already enable our NAT, okay, in this interface and also in this interface and also with our loopback interface. So when you show IP interface here, so this is our loopback. Okay, and also MVI here, see, that is the, once we enable the IP NAT, it's going to create another like something like this. It's like a virtual, but no worry on this one first. Okay, so we just concentrate. So now we just enable the IP NAT feature on this router. Now, question, do you remember the last time that I demoed to you? Uh, once we enable the IP NAT, so we need to know what is the interesting traffic, right? So for example, in here, see, if we go to the company in here, right? So we're going to be say IP NAT. You can put a question mark in here. So we, because the traffic is coming from inside, right? So we're going to automatically we just say inside, IP NAT inside, and then if you put this here, right? You see, and then see, then what is your destination or the source? Because you okay, then you're going to say source, and then here see you want to use the static one to like one like this is like one-on-one NAT. You know, do you want to use the static? Right? Or do you want using the list? What that mean list? You see, list is access list, right? Because we have a multiple VLAN in here. Maybe we want to control more using the list, right? So that is the list. You see, for example, IPNet inside source list, and then pick. You see, and then what we want to use? Do we want to use the layer number, or we can say name? We can say name. Okay, if you want to use the like pool or something like that, or just simple, you know, we can make it like and also it depends, you want the standard access list or you want to be like access list with extended access list, something like that. If a standard just permit something like that on only source only, we don't care about the destination. But extend ACL is allow you more control that you have to like source and destination. And here we just say just demo using the standard one for easy one. Okay. Okay. So let's see what access we would like to do. Right. So first thing in here, let's create the access list first in here. So IP, we want to create what? ACL, right? So IP access list, right? Do we have access in here? Yeah, see, IP access list, right? And then we're going to be question mark in here. Oh, did I spelling wrong? IP, yeah, I think I have a typo here. IP access list, you see? Now it give an option. You want to extend ACL or you want the standard. So we're going to pick a standard. Just easy one, you see? And then we're going to say standard. Is we're going to be say what in here? Just say 50. Okay, IP access is 1050, right? And then we put the question mark in here. Hit enter. You see, now we are inside the ACL, standard ACL. Then you can put a question mark in here. You see what option you want to do in here, right? You can put like a sequence number if you want, but this is the first one that we have an entry here. Okay, let's say go say for example, if I say permit here, I want to because we want to permit, right? You see permit. So now what is the see here the address to match, right? So for example, we have a VLAN 10 in here, you see this network, okay? Or if you want to match like since inside anyway go out to the internet, maybe you want the bigger range like this, you see like that, right? It's okay too, because this is /8, you know what I mean? Or you want the more control, right? Sometimes something inside your network device, you want to be like broad. It's not necessary that device have an option go out to the internet, right? So now that's because we have more control, right? So so in this case in here, so we have a permit 10 dark, you see 100 dark 10, right? And then dark 0, the whole network here. So put the question mark in here. See, if you want to use the see the wildcard mask, so this is using the wildcard. You see the wildcard bit, right? So for the /24, we go, or you can just hit enter. You see in here, if you have option in here, you just hit enter. But if you want to add follow, it's not hurting, you know, right? So we go just as here. This is the wildcard mask. You see, okay, that's the wildcard. It's a reverse. Instead, like from 255, 255, 255, 0, but this is the reverse, the wildcard, right? 0.00255. So this is the how you calculate manually. But that's we have to go back to the IP address that when I explained to you. Okay. So now we're gonna go overview about this wildcard in here. All right. So this is the first, right? We hit enter, right? So now we say we have what? We have a 20. Okay. So we're going to be add 20 in here. See, then we have like say 30. Okay. So we allow, and then we have a 40 here. All right, so now we have a 50, just enough. So we have a 5 network here, allow go out to the internet, right? So now if I exit out, when I show access list, you see, so we have in the system here, right? 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. You see, we have a 5-hour inside network. You see, if you want to show run, how is it look like in the configuration? Just show run section, access list. You see, this is how in the access list, right? Okay, so now we have the access list now. So we can match from the access list what's our inside subnet or what our inside network allow go out to the internet, right? Okay, so come back to here again, right? So first thing in here, I want to go to bring it up again here, right? So now we go to config key. In this case, right now, we want to be what again? IP NAT. So IP NAT, we're going to be inside, right? And then with the question mark, we want to be say source. Now we have say from list 50. Remember, we have access list 50. Now in here, see, you want to be using the pool or interface, but right for now, I'm not using the pool yet. So we're just using the interface, right? Because we want to overload to that one IP address, you see? So IPNet inside source list 50. So we're going to use the interface with the question mark again in here. Now we're looking to, do we have which one, the interface that we want to use? We want to use the loopback. Anything loopback in here? Do we have option for loopback? Yeah, see, we have option for loopback, right? So we grab this one. So we want this interface, you see, because this is the IP address. Okay, so now you put the question mark again. Now we're going to be overload. See, we want to overload. What that means is, so that is everything inside traffic go out to internet, and then the IP net is going to going to translate that your inside IP just to only one single overload to this interface IP address. So that is mean the interface IP address should be everything should be 64.1.2.1.1. So what that means is everything from this subnet go out to internet. So from the outside, they only see that your source incoming from just one IP is from this one, because we count is overload with this interface IP. You see, then we hit enter. Okay, so now see we have enable now. So let's go back to here. See, let's review again. Show run section IP NAT. This is the configuration. See, IP NAT inside source list 50. We have an interface overload this interface. Okay, so now when we have a show IP NAT translation, right? We want to be. Do we have any? Yeah. Okay. We just hit enter first in here. You see, right now it's no IP translation yet. Okay, so we don't have yet now. So now see let's try it. Can we make it work? Right. So we go back to our here. You see, this is our behind. See, this is the behind, right? So let's see in here. We pick one, say show IP in the brief. We're going to use the one of the IP inside IP to ping 8.8.8 in here. So for example, we're going to be ping 8.8.8.8. We're going to be say using the source. Okay, say from VLAN 10 this IP. Now it's okay or not, right? Hit enter. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Mhm.
So do you think the NAT is working? Let's go back to here. All right, so maybe we need some troubleshooting in here. See, IP NAT here again. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. You see? Now, this router, because it's listening IP NAT inside, okay, I got the request from the inside network. My inside local, that is that VLAN, right? The VLAN 10 that we tried, and then ICMP to ping. No, we're going to be translate to our IP here, right? And then we're going to go out to 8.8.8, you see, and then Y, you see, it in from the IP net translation, this should be good, right? This looks good, you see. This okay. So everything is telling say, hey, everything traffic is going out, which should be translated to this here, right? But why? Right? So here, so why is still not working? You see? Why is not working? You see? Okay, so why is not working? Do you think the loopback is not working? Okay, so let's go back to the check again. So we can make sure we enable everything, right? So the best way to do in here, if we want to try it again, if we not trust, because sometimes we have to remove a couple time, it depends, right? Sometimes from the beginning here that we're troubleshooting in here, right? So say, okay, so I want to start over again, right? So for example, show run interface f0/1. You see this one here? I did have the net IP net outside, right? Okay, so sometimes do we really need it? Okay, because this is since it's still in the like not in the production because we still like to build this network, right? So we have to no worry about if we do something in here, not in at least it's not impacting the inside production network, right? Because it's not ready yet, right? So we have no worry about. So we can just okay, just let's do it, right? IP net IP no IP net in outside. So first thing we're going to remove it first. Okay, so we're going to remove first in here the same thing IPF0/0. That is supposed to be no IP net inside, right? So and then we're going to be interface the loopback here. Where is the loopback interface? This one here. You see? And then we say no IP net outside. Okay, so now we clean out. Okay, so we clean out again. Okay, so before anything in the default route that we have to do something or not, we don't know, right? So just go to IP NAT in here. You see, do we need to? How about this in the global config? See, maybe we need the IP NAT service special translation for application using the non-standard port. No, we don't see. Okay, so sometimes they have IP net enable or not, but I don't think so in here that we need to worry about in our global, right? Okay, so maybe say okay, I'm pretty sure not maybe not in the issue in here. And then, okay, let's go back again then. Go back to F, make sure again, this interface F0/1. Just make sure you don't get reversed. Some people they get reversed. That interface it should be IP net outside, and then you by mistake you configure it as IP net inside. That is the problem, right? So we double check again. So okay, so we want to say interface F0/0 in here. First thing the outside first here. You see? Okay, we verify the IP address here. IP address 173.49.16 should be in here because this belongs to this subnet. Okay, so I feel confident this should be the IP net outside. See, also we have a description in here. It's connected to Verizon ISP. That should be good. So okay, so I'm gonna say IP net. Do we have an enable in here? Sometimes the people they need the IP net enable. Some of the depend on the iOS. Okay. Okay. In here, okay. So maybe pretty straightforward in here. Just gonna say IP net outside again. Okay. Wait a second. Oh, I didn't go into the app 0/ what is that again? It's a 1, right? IP net again. Just quick question mark again. Oh, hey, here. See here. Now we have IP net enable. Remember when we configured the first time the IP net because it sounds like we're missing the IP net enable first, right? We just straightforward the IP net outside, IP net inside. So that might be because the issue or not, we don't know, right? Okay. So that's why this is the best practice, right? We do it in the lab. We try to reduce, like the problem also, and then we can troubleshooting also. So now in here, okay, so I can say IP net enable first. I hit enter. Okay, see, it will take some few seconds to thinking the router. IPNet enable, and then IPNet outside. Okay, so now we down in here. We exit out. Now we go to interface F0/0, right? So this one again in here. IPNet enable, IPNet. This is inside. And then we go back to the IP, the loopback. Come on, what is the loopback interface? Yeah, this is the loopback interface. Okay, so this loopback interface. So we're going to be here again. Then IP net outside. You see? Okay. So maybe in here again, do we need to do like this? It won't hurt. Just try it. So now, so we show IP again, net translation. Right? So we don't have any traffic yet. Let's start over again in here, right? Oh, we should have say show IP net translation, or maybe say static. No, we don't need a static because we don't have a session yet. Okay, so this is the blah, blah, blah. It should be good. We hit enter, so we're waiting for the traffic now. Okay, so we send it again. This time, you see, we ping again 8.8.8 is source using the 10.200.10.2. Go back to here again. You see, go back to the here again. Show IP net translation. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so this is ICMP packet. You see. Okay, this is ICMP packet. We inside our local is correct, and then it's going to map outside, translate to the outside IP, and then the ping 8.8.8.8, right? But why we still cannot ping, right? And also this router, we can ping this router. We just verify again. We should have no issue. You see, we have show no issue. You see, right? So now sometimes see it's very frustrated using the Cisco router, right? Sometimes people say, "Oh, okay, I prefer with the firewall. It's more easy, right?" Uh, so far in here, we don't know yet, right? So we just say why it's not working, right? We already reviewed the configuration. Everything should be good. We did it again, right? And then we verify we have a correct outside and inside for the interface. So do you think it's the access list in here? Let's do like this. See, show access list. If you think could be the access list causing the issue? No, it's format. Look at that. It's format. Okay, so that is mean. Okay, so it's that's good. So I mean it's matched the traffic, right? So let's show run section IP NAT in here. See, show run section IP NAT, right? And then we want to look at it again. Yeah, you see, IP NAT source inside from list 50 interface, and then we're going to look back this out overload, right? So now, okay, so can we use this loop back? Just keep question, right? Can show IP interface brief again in here, right? Can we ping 8.8.8.8 after we enable IP net outside inside the loopback interface? But let's verify, are we still able to go out to the internet in here? You see, okay. The source. Okay, yeah, you see, it's working, right? So why? So normally, you see, normally the traffic flow is we're going to send 8.8.8 from this source, right? And then this router say, okay, when I show IP